Hey guys, my name is Hogan, and in this video we're going to be comparing VIDIQ with TubeBuddy. So I've watched a ton of videos comparing the two different tools, but what I found was that a lot of them don't really compare it properly. So they're comparing the free plan with the $10 per month plan, the highest tier plan with the mid-tier plan, and it all gets very confusing on which one should you actually pick after watching the review and comparison. So what I want to do in this video is do an apples to apples comparison where we're comparing the top tier plan, which is the VIDIQ Boost plan, which is $49 per month, with the TubeBuddy Legend plan, which is also $49 per month. Then we'll go through each of the different categories, for example, the keyword research, the competitive analysis, the bulk processing, and also productivity tools. Then we'll go through the analytics and analysis, and we'll go through the SEO tools. And then finally, we'll go through the different plans and different pricing and give you my ultimate recommendations on which one should you get depending on your budget and depending on what you need. So we're gonna jump in the computer and get started. So what we're going to take a look at first is their keyword research tools. So with TubeBuddy, it's called the Keyword Explorer. With VIDIQ, it's called the Keyword Inspector. So one of the main points of difference between the two tools is that TubeBuddy has the weighted and unweighted scoring system. So basically what it means is that with the unweighted score, it's not going to take your channel into account when calculating the overall score on whether or not you should actually create a video for that key phrase or not. So with the weighted version, it's going to take your channel into account, for example, your channel size, the current videos on your channel, and other metrics to give you a more accurate look at how well your video is going to do specific for your own channel. So I personally find that to be very useful because it just gives you a very good picture of how well your video is going to do so that you guys can actually create the right video and not create like a video where it's not going to do so well. So over here on the right hand side, you have the related keywords, the related video searches, the web searches, and also video topics. So you can click into them. So let's say, for example, the score is 21. So it may not be such a great video. Perhaps you could try, affiliate marketing 2021. And if it's a better score, then maybe you can create a video for that specific keyword. So with VIDIQ, the main difference is going to be how it actually displays that information. So with VIDIQ, when you search for affiliate marketing, then it populates with sort of a lot more ideas, and it also shows the search volume, the competition, and overall score sort of in one table where you're able to sort of click on it and just filter the results and go through the keywords to figure out which one you want to do a video for. So with TubeBuddy, you have to click on it individually. So what I would say is that when it comes to VIDIQ and their keyword research tool, it's a little bit more efficient. So you're able to generate ideas a lot faster compared to TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is a little bit more accurate in terms of the results as well. So that's what I personally have found. Let's say, for example, we do affiliate marketing and Explorer. You're going to notice that it says the competition is quite high, which I do believe it probably is. Even though you have to understand with these tools, they don't sort of pull data from YouTube directly, but they do it from external sources and they use their own algorithm to sort of calculate it as well. So I can't tell you for a fact that it is very high, but from my own experience and the keywords that I've searched in my niche, I found that TubeBuddy to be a little bit more accurate. With VIDIQ, it shows that the competition is low for affiliate marketing, which I don't believe that is the case. I do believe it's probably on the high end or maybe very high competition. So yeah, so I found that TubeBuddy to be a little bit more accurate, but I do find the trending videos are displayed on the right hand side to be very relevant to my niche. So if I put in affiliate marketing, it's going to show me the top trending videos in affiliate marketing, whereas for TubeBuddy, you don't actually get that feature. So we can click back to trending. So basically we can click on the countries. So let's say, for example, I'm located in Australia. It's going to show what's trending in Australia. So it's not going to be too relevant to my niche. Like let's say, for example, I'm creating websites and doing tutorials about affiliate marketing. It's not very relevant. As you can see, it's about sporting events, maybe some major news updates and things like that. For some channels, it could be helpful, but for most people, it's probably not going to be helpful. So in my opinion, summing up, I do find that the keyword inspector on VIDIQ is very efficient. TubeBuddy to be a little bit more accurate. I love how they have the unweighted and weighted scoring system, but the trending videos on VIDIQ to be much better than TubeBuddy, sorry. So overall, I do give it a tie. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What we're going to go through now is the competitive analysis tools. So let's take a look at the competitive analysis tools. So on the video, on the right hand side of each video, TubeBuddy has something called the Videolytics, so it provides a summary of the video, whether or not they have the best practices implemented for the video, the tags, and just some additional information over here. So personally, I don't find, most of that information very, very helpful, mainly because that information over here is already included over here. So I don't look at too much information over here. And the only really helpful thing I believe is going to be like the tags, where we can actually copy it to our list. And then if we upload a video, we can use that tags and just paste those tags in. So saving us a lot of time. And then we can just, delete the irrelevant ones, keep the relevant ones. So saving us time, we don't have to get up tags. But in terms of competitive analysis, I really do find that, VidIQ is a lot stronger in this aspect. TubeBuddy doesn't really have, very, very good competitive analysis tools. So basically over here, you've got the views per hour. So I feel like that's a very, very important metric, because YouTube actually had that feature years and years ago where you're able to click over here, the 3 dots, and you could click on the statistics where it actually shows you the views that it was getting per day, how many subscribers it has driven, and also how many minutes has been watched. So with this VidIQ, they have the views per hour. You're able to easily calculate how many views the video is getting. So it could be very, very inspirational to actually calculate that. And also, more importantly, it's going to be very good because it gives you a better understanding of how the video is doing currently. So let's say, for example, this channel has over 1.57 million subscribers now, probably 1.6 by the time this video comes out. And the video has, around 20,000 views. So for some people, you might think, okay, 20,000 views, that's pretty good. But actually, it might not be that great because the channel size is very, very large. So when you actually upload a video, if you're a large channel, then a lot of your subscribers will watch your video, right? So you might get an initial boost of views. It might be very high, but over time, it might actually drop off. So if we click on the historical, we can actually see the amount of views that it actually has gotten over time. So it's going to give us a good indication how well a video is currently doing. So it gives you an idea of how good the video is. So what you want to do is you probably want to find videos which have a good views per hour compared to the other videos to actually take inspiration from. So that way you can actually create a better video, a more unique video based on the best video out there already, right? So it's a very, very useful feature in my opinion. And it's a feature that actually unlocks a lot of other features as well. So for example, we can also click into his channel and we can click on the trending tab over here. So with the trending tab, you're able to actually see the top videos for that channel. So this is a very useful tool to give you guys a ton of different ideas. On the free version, you do get up to 6 results. On the pro version and above, you do get all the results. So as you can see over here, 3 years ago, he created this video and it's almost at 3 million views, currently still getting 120 views per hour. So that is really, really awesome. So if we click on pause for that over here, right? So this could be a very, very great, video idea for you guys to actually create a video. Perhaps you could actually include like your affiliate link over here as well and generate some passive income. So if we click over here, as you can see, like over time, it's gotten over 100 views per hour every single hour for the last 3 years. Like imagine how much traffic it actually has driven to their courses, to their affiliate links and things like that. So I feel like this is a really, really awesome metric. I can't state that enough. So another thing is that, both tools can, you can add your competitors in and you can track how many subscribers, videos, daily views compared to your competitors. TubeBuddy also has something called the competitor scorecard as well. So over here, you can add up to 10, I believe, on the highest plan, which is the Legend plan. On the VidIQ one, you can add up to 20. So I also like the overall layouts and the overall UI of VidIQ a lot better. It looks a lot more modern, a lot more simpler. And I think they did update it in late 2020 though. It did used to look a little bit older, but now it looks really great. So that's why I really give the competitive analysis tool to VidIQ. They're the clear winner here. So let's take a look at the productivity and also the uploading tools. So what I want to discuss right now is the productivity and uploading tools. I want to compare some of the similarities between TubeBuddy and VidIQ as well as the differences. So right now I'm on the channel content page on my YouTube channel. So over here on the top of TubeBuddy, you can click on bulk and miscellaneous tools. With TubeBuddy, you do have the find and replace tool. So basically what that means is you can basically find like a URL, like an old URL for your social media link, and you may want to update that to a new one. You can use that tool to sort of find and replace the text. So you do have that feature with VidIQ as well, but I do find the viewing area of the TubeBuddy one is a little bit nicer, because this one, it's like very, very small. I do wish it was like a little bit larger. With TubeBuddy, it is a little bit more clear. So when we click over here, find and replace, right, it's a lot bigger, and I like that. So over here, we also got the thumbnail overlays. So this is only available on TubeBuddy. Basically what it does is if you want to add like your logo on top of your original thumbnails, you can do that. So the reason why you do that is because, for example, if you want to upload your thumbnails with your logo over here, let's say in a few years time, you want to change your logo, then you can do that really easily across your entire channel, rather than, you know, updating it in Photoshop individually. So it can be very, very useful for some channels that have a lot of videos. So let's go back over here. Now we do have the bulk cards and bulk end screens updating tool for TubeBuddy, as well as the one for VIDIQ. So with VIDIQ, you do actually get that on the free version. Now it's not as good as the one on TubeBuddy, but again, it's free and it pretty much does the job already. So you don't really need the TubeBuddy one, to be honest, but the TubeBuddy one is a little bit nicer. So with TubeBuddy, you've also got the demonetization double check. So you can click on that, and that's going to run through all your videos to see if any of them are demonetized. So you can quickly check if your videos are demonetized, and what you can do is fix the videos and request a manual review. So if you have a ton of videos and if you do get, you know, frequently demonetized, then it can be a really great tool to have. So for me, I personally don't use it that much, but for some channels, you may use it very, very often. So over here, we can also click on the TubeBuddy icon over here, and it's going to unlock more things that are useful. So over here, we do have the scheduling feature. So you can schedule publish your videos, but I think that is actually comes by default on YouTube already. So you don't really need to use that feature, but you do have the sunset video feature where, let's say, for example, you upload a video and you want to take it down at a specific time. For example, you upload like a Black Friday video or a competition video. Maybe you want to run it for a week. You want to take it down. You can use that sunset video to sort of set it to private. Same thing with the schedule video update. So you can set a specific time and then you can update your video automatically. So for example, if it's like 2022, then you can change your title by using this feature. So you can do it automatically for you. So over here, we've also got pick a winner. So pick a winner is not in VIDIQ. These scheduling features are also not in VIDIQ either. So over here, we've also got the, what else is there? The advanced embed. So advanced embed is actually included in VIDIQ as well. So what this is useful for is if you want to sort of put your video on your website, sometimes you might want to autoplay or you want to loop it, you want to hide certain features, or you want to start your video at a certain time, then you can use this tool to quickly get the embed code to paste into your website. So you do also get that on VIDIQ as well. If you click over here, and you can click on the advanced embed. So let's click into the video. So I want to show you guys some more tools. So what you're going to notice is on the right hand side, you have the TubeBuddy quick edit tool. So basically what it does is you can click on it and it's going to take you to that video quickly, right? So sometimes if you want to edit multiple videos quickly, then it can be quite a useful feature to have, because otherwise you have to click back onto your channel content and then click into the video again, right? So with YouTube, they do also have a feature which I think is going to save you time as well. I'm not sure if you guys know it, but you can click on options over here, click on edit title and description. That way you can just go through each of the videos really, really quickly. And if you want to update your affiliate links or social media links really quickly, you can use that feature. So with VIDIQ, you don't really have that feature available. So click back into the video. So let's scroll down over here, and what you're going to notice is you have the upload defaults. So upload defaults are useful to save you a lot of time, because you may have your social media links, you might have like an affiliate disclaimer, you might have like a description that you use in every single video description. Then you can save it as a default with TubeBuddy. So you don't get that with VIDIQ. You've also got your best practices, but VIDIQ also has that as well. And over here, both have the create a thumbnail feature. So you can easily create a thumbnail by finding a still frame in the video, and you can create a quick thumbnail. So I personally don't use it that often because I create my thumbnails on Photoshop or Canva. But for those of you who want to create a thumbnail, then both tools have that feature. With VIDIQ, you do have the compare thumbnail in search results feature, which I think is a very, very useful tool in actually creating like a thumbnail that stands out. So you can basically look through at the top results and see how your thumbnail fits, see if it stands out. And you can also click the home screen one to see how it looks on the home screen, as well as the different devices. So TubeBuddy doesn't really have this tool. I mean, they do have this tool on the SEO Studio, which I will show you a little bit later, but I feel like this one is a more sort of user-friendly. Okay, so let's scroll down over here. We've got the videos to gain views from. So this is the VIDIQ feature where we can sort of add the related tags from other videos. So what this basically does is it sort of tells YouTube that your video is similar to the other video, and hopefully it gets recommended in the suggested videos. Now, personally, I don't really feel like it makes that much of a difference these days with the tags and having similar tags and things like that, because YouTube can sort of caption your content. So they read your content and they caption it. That means they know what your video is talking about. So that's why I don't feel like tags as that important feature to actually rank your videos and things like that. But it does help a little bit, and it does have this feature over here, which TubeBuddy doesn't have. So scrolling down over here, we've got the sort of tag suggest feature of VIDIQ. You do also have the same feature with TubeBuddy. Now, I personally would prefer the VIDIQ one. It's a little bit more accurate. It does give you more ideas as well. Both of them, you can translate the tags as well in case you have people who watch your videos from other countries who speak a different language. You can use the translate tags feature, right? Which is cool. You do have the same feature with VIDIQ, with TubeBuddy as well. Some other useful tools is that when you go to channel comments, you do have the filtering feature from TubeBuddy. You do also have the one with VIDIQ as well. You can filter it, but the thing is with VIDIQ, the filtering option is on the video itself. So you have to click into your specific video to actually filter the comments, which I don't find that's usable, to be honest, because I don't really look at the comments on each individual video. I'd rather just click on the comment section in my YouTube Studio to sort of view the comments and filter it and things like that. So both tools also have the comment template feature. So TubeBuddy has the canned responses. VIDIQ also has the comment templates. So both these tools are great because it saves you a ton of time, because sometimes people ask you the same questions and you don't really want to keep on typing out the same answer. You can use these templates to save you a ton of time while engaging with your viewers, which is awesome. So in my opinion, overall, I do give the productivity and uploading tools to TubeBuddy. And I do feel like TubeBuddy was sort of built for productivity and saving you time. And even if you click on the icon over here, you can navigate to your dashboard, to your videos, and your comments analytics very, very easily, instead of clicking over here and then clicking onto your YouTube Studio and then clicking on it, right? So it saves you a few clicks and that saves you time as well. So let's take a look at the analytics and also the analysis tools of TubeBuddy and VIDIQ. So what I want to discuss right now is the analysis and analytical tools of VIDIQ and TubeBuddy. So before we begin, these tools actually pull data from the channel analytics on your YouTube. So personally, I do actually prefer the channel analytics if we are looking at how well your video is doing, and it does provide a lot of very, very in-depth information, but you sort of have to dig into that information. So I do recommend you actually do that. But these tools sort of provide like a nice bird's eye view, which can be helpful at times. So with VIDIQ, you do have this app area, which you can go to, like app.vidiq.com once you actually are logged in. And you do have the top keyword opportunities over here. You do have the top videos for your channel and also the best times to post. So that information is actually pulled from your channel analytics over here. So you don't really need VIDIQ or TubeBuddy for that specific feature. Same thing with the other channels your audience watches. You do get that information on your original channel analytics already. So navigating over here, I showed you this before, so you can track your competitors. And same thing with TubeBuddy, you do have this health report where you can see some of the top performing keywords with your YouTube searches. You do also have a retention analyzer. So this basically gives you a bird's eye view of how long your audience is actually watching at a specific time. And you can basically compare it with your videos of similar length and see which one is better and see how you can actually improve it that way. So I personally prefer, digging into the actual video on channel analytics, but you can look over here for a nice bird's eye view, this is something that VIDIQ doesn't have. VIDIQ also doesn't have the search engine rank tracking. So with TubeBuddy, you can track your keywords on Google as well as on YouTube. So basically how that is helpful is that every week it will actually track your keywords that you put in to see the ranking on YouTube and on Google. So if your ranking is dropping, that perhaps means that less people are watching your videos, the watch time is dropping as well. Maybe that video is not as relevant. So if you see that your rank is dropping, then maybe it's time to actually update your video. So that's how I personally would use it. So personally, I don't use this tool that often, but the tool that I really love and use often, and I think that you guys are going to find probably the most value out of all the tools that I've mentioned before and even after this section, is going to be probably the A/B testing tool. So we're going to click on the A/B testing tool. So I want to explain exactly what it is. So basically what it is that you have your original thumbnail and you're able to create a new variation thumbnail. And basically what it does is it's going to change that thumbnail every 24 hours, and it's going to measure the click-through rate and the performance of that new thumbnail and how it actually does compared to the old one. So as you can see with the original one, I wanted to create like a more authentic style thumbnail. It had around 1.05 click-through rate, whereas this one, it increased a little bit. I hired someone on Fiverr to actually change it because this one was doing not that well. It was doing okay, but not that well. So I decided to change it to a more professional one, and it did a little bit better. Okay, so if we look at the stats over here, in January, the views for the video, it was around like 2,000 or a little bit more than that. I think mainly because the views were quite high because everyone wants to start a new business in the new year and things like that. Then it sort of dropped off to around 1,000 views every single day. So I didn't really, think too much of it. I just left it for a little while. Then I decided, okay, maybe I should change it up to a new one, because this one over here, it has my face in it. And I read somewhere that sometimes the face does well, but now everyone's putting their face, like all their faces in their thumbnail. So I wanted to create maybe like a more coarse style thumbnail, and I changed it to this one over here. So this one over here did actually better than the old one. So I decided to change to this one. So I started this one in, I think, February 26th, and it ended around March the 1st. So it basically did 2 cycles. So basically what I mean by that is that it showed this one for 2 days and this one for 2 days, right? And if we go back over here, I sort of changed it to the new one during this time. So it went up a little bit, the views, right? Then it went down a little bit. Then it went down again because it's probably the weekend. Then it went up again. And this is when I actually changed it to the new thumbnail. And the views like sort of went up and it went up and it went up. So that is really amazing because, if you increase your click-through rate, you're able to increase your watch time. Watch time increases your views. More views equals increase in revenue. So you can actually see from here, the average was around maybe $60 per day. Then I changed it, then it went up to 100. Now it is up to 200, and hopefully it stays that way, okay? So I'll leave the video in the description if you do want to watch that affiliate marketing video. And it does help me out as well if you do watch it. But, this is a really amazing tool. Now, if it wasn't for this tool, then with the analysis and analytical tools of VIDIQ and TubeBuddy, it's good, but it's not that special. I actually prefer looking at the channel analytics on YouTube itself. So other than those things, we do also have the achievements where you can see your achievements, and also the channel audit from VIDIQ. With TubeBuddy, you do also have something similar. So click over here. We do have the milestones. Okay, so these are good things to have, but like it doesn't really make that much of a difference compared to the A/B testing feature. So overall, when it comes to analysis tools and analytical tools, I'm going to give this one to TubeBuddy, mainly because of the A/B testing tool, and you do have the search rank tracking tool as well. So VIDIQ isn't too bad. It does give you a good sort of overview in a nice format as well. You do have the subscribers thing as well over here, but that information is, you can find it over here as well. So next, I want to take a look at some of the SEO tools of VIDIQ and TubeBuddy. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the SEO tools of VIDIQ and TubeBuddy. So with TubeBuddy, we've got a SEO Studio. So the SEO Studio is basically just a sort of a productivity SEO tool to help you optimize your videos for the YouTube search. So for example, if we want to create a video around the target keyword affiliate marketing, so affiliate marketing, and we can click on start over here. So over here, we'll need to add in some more in our title. So maybe beginners, course 2021. And then here, maybe learn how to start affiliate marketing for beginners. And over here, it's got the sort of checklist and it's going to give you an overall score. So generally you want to have the score in the green. Then we could basically fill out the description. I'm not going to do it now. And we can click on next over here. And then we could also add in our tags. So we can add it individually, or let's just say, for example, we add to the tag limit. And then our score is going to go up, right? So it's a sort of productivity SEO tool. And then we can click on next over here. All right, and we can click on upload thumbnail, so we can compare our thumbnail and see how it's going to look in the search results. So this is the new thumbnail, and we can sort of scroll down and have a look. So personally, I like this feature, but it could have been a little bit better if they increased the viewing area to be maybe more results, so we can actually see what it looks like compared to more videos on the searching page. So over here, once we've actually done that, we can save the draft and then we can just apply it onto our video. So this is the SEO Studio by TubeBuddy. With VIDIQ, we've also got something called the SEO bulk editing tool. So basically over here, it will recommend, some of the videos on our channel, and it will also recommend us to add in new tags, hopefully to get us more views. Now, personally, in terms of adding tags to get more views, I don't really see it as a magic pill solution. I feel like everything needs to be on point, from your title, your description, your thumbnail, what you say in your video, the actual content in your video. I think those things are probably going to matter more than boosting your tags. That's just my personal opinion. And YouTube also say that it does play a minimal role in your viewers finding a video. So let's just say it does matter. In terms of the VIDIQ tool, you have this one over here where you can just add in the tags, and you've also got the one with TubeBuddy. So I mentioned this before in talking about productivity, because I also do see it as a productivity tool as well as an SEO tool. Over here, both of them can translate it, and in terms of actually the suggestions, I think VIDIQ is a little bit better, but again, I don't think it plays too much of a difference. So if you are, thinking about whether you should get, VIDIQ or TubeBuddy because of the SEO tools, then I would reckon ultimately it would be a tie. Okay, so what I want to go through now is the plans and pricing and give my ultimate recommendations of which plans is best for you guys. So when it comes to the plans and pricing of VIDIQ and TubeBuddy, initially I personally thought that TubeBuddy was a lot cheaper and better, but after closer inspection, it's a lot more even than I thought. Okay, so if we look at the plans directly and compare them, then you might see that TubeBuddy is cheaper. But if you look closely and if you understand what each tool does on each of the plans, then it's a lot more closer. So if we look at it from here, we've got the Pro plan, you've got the Star plan, $19 per month, and the Legend plan at $49 per month. On VIDIQ, you have the Pro plan, which is $10 a month, so it's like $1 more. Boost plan, $49 a month, which is same as the Legend, and then you've got the Boost Plus plan at $4.99. So with the Boost Plus plan, it's pretty much the same as the Boost plan, except with personalized coaching. As you can see over here, from the Pro plan to the Boost plan, there is no mid-tier plan at like $29 per month or something. It jumps, from $10 to $49, so that can be quite a big jump. But with with TubeBuddy, you do also have a mid-tier plan, which is like the most popular plan. So with the free plan of VIDIQ, you also get the sort of the comment templates for free. So you actually have to upgrade to the Pro plan on TubeBuddy to actually get the unlimited canned responses, right? Otherwise, on the free plan of TubeBuddy, you only get one canned response. So over here, with the free plan of VIDIQ, you also get the bulk and mass edit for the cards and end screens, whereas it is pretty much on the Star plan for TubeBuddy. Right? So what you get for free, right, is paid for TubeBuddy. So that's why I think it's a lot more even. And the thing is, with the Boost Plus plan, you've got the personalized coaching. So not everyone wants the cheapest plan, right? Because some people actually want extra help, and you can actually get that with VIDIQ. So I don't think that is a negative too much. If you're trying to look for the cheapest thing, then okay, then TubeBuddy might be the best option. But if you really compare it, then it's pretty even, right? Both of the tools you get 20% off if you go with the annual plans. Same thing over here, so you can click over here, and as you can see, it changes to $39 per month. And you do also get a discount if you go for 3 channels, which is only $59 for 3 channels. With TubeBuddy, over here on the Legend plan, I do believe if you get a additional channel, it's only 50% of the price. So I think you have to use a coupon code, which is called RepeatBuddy. I'll just leave it in the video. I'll pop it up. And yeah, so if we go and do the maths over here, let's do 39 plus half that, let's just say 20, so $59. Pretty much the same thing over here, but for 3 channels, right? So if you wanted 3 channels for TubeBuddy, then it would be pretty much 39 plus 20 plus 20, which is $79 for 3 channels. With 3 channels on VIDIQ, it's only $59, so it's cheaper. So yeah, so that's why I feel like pricing wise, it is pretty even. Now I want to discuss which plan should you get and why. I'll give you my reasoning of which plan is better. If you have a budget of $10, or if you have a budget of $20 per month, or you don't really have a budget. So I want to go through each of those with you. So if we actually take a look at the overall score, TubeBuddy is the winner 5-4. But I don't think, honestly, it's that simple, right? If TubeBuddy is the winner, we should just ignore VIDIQ's tools, because I think TubeBuddy has some strengths and VIDIQ has some strengths as well, and both have their weaknesses. So what I want to discuss is just some possible scenarios on when you should actually get each one. But before I do want to say that you don't need these tools to succeed. You don't need to upgrade to their pay plans to become more successful. I know that a lot of people probably don't even use these tools. So I think it's actually more important to actually focus on the quality of your video, your audio, maybe uniqueness of your story, to be a little bit more authentic, and just make sure that your video quality is really good first. And then if you actually use these tools, then it can actually help you out. Just like if you were to, let's say, play football, right? And you were to maybe change to a new shoe, right? It's going to make a little bit of difference. But if you're really bad at football in the first place, then it's not going to make much difference at all. Right? But if you're good already, then if you change shoes, then it's going to make all the difference, right? So I think these tools are going to be the same thing. So what I do personally recommend is get both of these free plans and install them, because you can actually use them together. And what you can actually do is you can hide certain settings so that it doesn't become cluttered, right? So you make sure that you can hide it, and then that way some things that you don't need won't show up, but for the other tool, it will actually show up. Then if you have $10 per month to spend, what I recommend is testing both out and seeing which one you like. And then for the other one, you would actually just get the free plan for it. So I'm actually leaning towards the VIDIQ Pro plan if you were only having $10 per month to spend, and then use the free version of TubeBuddy. But it can go both ways, right? Because with VIDIQ, with the Pro plan, you do get the historical views, which I really, really like. And you also get the whole sort of trending videos on the channel, so you can actually see all your competitors' top trending videos for that channel, which I think is really valuable. And the keyword research tool is really just more efficient in terms of finding keyword ideas. And then you can just use the TubeBuddy's keyword research tool to sort of test and compare to get a better idea of how competitive the keyword is. But you do have to note that you don't get the weighted score if you actually use the free version of TubeBuddy. So it can go both ways if you have $10 per month to spend. What I do recommend for most people is going to be the VIDIQ Pro and also the TubeBuddy Pro as well. Because with TubeBuddy, you've got the historical views and it's great competitive analysis. TubeBuddy, you've got the tags, Insta suggest tool. So basically, with that tool, you're able to get all the recommended tags. Whereas on VIDIQ, that's only on the VIDIQ $49 per month plan. So that's what I personally recommend. If you have a higher budget, what I do recommend is VIDIQ Pro and also the TubeBuddy Legend plan, because the Legend plan has the A/B testing tool. So I personally think that is probably going to be the best tool, and it's going to make the biggest difference, biggest impact on your channel, revenue-wise, view-wise, subscriber-wise, because you're able to test 2 different thumbnails. If you're able to get one thumbnail with more clicks, you're able to get better watch time. And then more watch time is going to increase your views. More views is going to increase your revenue per video. So I would only actually recommend it if you have, thousands of views every single day, because if you only get a few views, then testing 2 different thumbnails is probably going to get you sort of inaccurate results, or it's just going to take you such a long time to actually figure out which thumbnail is better. And yeah, it's just not going to be that great if you don't have many views. So that's my ultimate recommendations. Now, if you ask me, would I actually get the VIDIQ Boost plan? The short answer is probably no, unless I want to actually use the trending trending alerts feature, where we have over here, okay, we can click on the trend alerts and we can set in our keywords, and then we can set the views per hour threshold. If it goes over that threshold, then it'll send us alert. But what I've actually found was that it's not that accurate, especially if you just put in a few keywords over here. What I do recommend is probably setting it to your competitor. And if your competitor uploads a video that does well, then it can alert you. That would be good. But for me, I'm a channel that does tutorials, and I don't really do much videos that leverages trends. But if you do, then you may actually want to test out that feature on VIDIQ Pro, see if you like it. If you do like it, then maybe you can actually get that one. Okay, or you really like the feature where you can actually compare the thumbnails before you upload the video. The other thing is that you might want to get it if you don't have the sort of instant suggest tags feature with TubeBuddy as well. So that's pretty much it. And if you have any questions, drop it in the comment section below and let me know what you guys think. This is just my honest opinion, just like if I were to recommend it to my friend or my sister. I do also have the affiliate links for both the tools in the description. So if you do want to support the channel, then I would appreciate it if you actually use those links. And yeah, thank you guys, and see you guys in the next video.